Am I glad that I didn't go to the screening? Yeah. Because it was hard enough to bite my tongue seeing Justice League 5 days before everybody else. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. I figured I'd talk about this. Why not? The DCEU needs all the support that we can give it, right? I mean, Jesus. It does. More than ever, I guess. And, there's only one movie coming out this year, and it's at the end of the year, which is just going to be grueling. Going to be very much grueling. It was rumored a couple days ago, started making the rounds, that there was going to be a test screening for Aquaman tonight. Today's Wednesday? Is it? Yes, it is. Holy crap. Man, it's already halfway through the week. I don't even know what day it is. But yes, it was happening tonight. Got verified by a few people. And, I wanted to talk about it a little bit more. First, let's talk about the reactions. Of course, I already did a short video, and there was positive feedback. We have some reactions right here. It says right here, Aquaman is Star Wars underwater with a love story serving as the backbone. Can I say this? We've heard before a while ago. I think it was described when it was kicking into gear pre-production that Aquaman was going to be Star Wars underwater. Then I heard it yet again, I think, while production was happening. Can we stop calling it Star Wars underwater, please? This is one of the reasons why I don't like it when critics use the F word for Marvel movies, It's not that I don't care about fun movies or, entertaining movies. It's just, can we change it up? It's not just describe it as what everybody else is describing it as, Let's be a little better at that. I mean, I know maybe sometimes when I'm doing review, I probably sound like certain other reviewers, and I try not to be. I try to be as unique as possible. But with the love story serving as a backbone, that's pretty good stuff. Comparing it to Wonder Woman, the VFX was not done, but the parts that were done looked gorgeous. Once the whole film is done, it will be amazing, and it will rival Wonder Woman. What? Visual effects in Wonder Woman are great, but it wasn't like heavy on it. I mean, I guess when she was fighting a lot, there was a heavy on the visual effects, but this is Aquaman. I mean, we already saw a taste of it in Justice League, and I mean, it's going to be visual effects heavy. It has to be. So to rival Wonder Woman, no, it's going to, I mean, nothing against Wonder Woman, but it's going to completely obliterate it in the visual effects department, and probably Superman and all of it. It's probably just going to be like, man, I can't wait. You could definitely tell it's Wan's style from the very first scene, the angle of the camera, the scenery, the background. You could tell it came from a horror director. I was like, that's classic. The very first scene shot. James Wan killed it with the action. Yeah. See, that's why I'm hyped for this movie. That's why I still have faith in the DCEUs, because James Wan, man, he's one of my favorite directors right now. Guy can't really do no wrong, in my opinion. I mean, anytime that I see that he's directed something or helped write something, I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, I know sometimes he's been like a producer or something on like Annabelle. Like the first Annabelle movie wasn't that great, but I mean, the one with David F. Sandberg was great. And you could tell that Wan probably helped in like, hey, I got to find a director that can actually, do something with this material, and he did. This one right here is interesting. It says, I jumped off the bandwagon after Justice League, but after seeing Aquaman, if they leave everything as it sits now, I'm back. Whew. That probably won't. Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to dick with it too much, which is one of the reasons why I want to talk about it. I mean, when we get positive feedback, I mean, this has happened before. We got positive feedback from Justice League. We got a lot of positive feedback from pretty much everything. I mean, when you're invited to a super advanced screening, a test screening, you're just jazzed up to see a movie. I mean, 10 months before it comes out, of course you're going to be jazzed up. You're going to be on cloud nine. So maybe, these first reactions, you got to like let them sit for a little bit. But when it comes to, I mean, James Wan is quality. He's absolute quality. He is taking a superhero unlike any other superhero. I mean, what Black Panther, did for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, showing this unique superhero in his own world. This is what we're going to be getting with Aquaman. I mean, yeah, you could talk about the cultural stuff like that, but I'm just talking about how unique the superheroes are. I mean, even Wonder Woman was unique too. She had her own little world. Anytime you're world building, that's I think that's what the important part about these movies are. I mean, I think Zack Snyder did a great job. He showed Superman's world before, of course, it blew up, but he showed a unique spin on Krypton. He also, I mean, we didn't really get too much with Batman, but we kind of did in a sense. But, you know, I mean, I think Matt Reeves is really going to touch base with that, really build that world. I don't know if it's going to be Affleck's Batman, who knows. Patty Jenkins, she did a very good job building the world for Wonder Woman. And I'm talking about even Marvel, too. I mean, they did the same thing with Captain America, with the Thor movies. I mean, I think the Thor movies kind of fell off a little bit. But that first Thor movie, it was pretty good at building it. And, then, you know, it wasn't too bad with Kenneth Branagh. But, you know, what can he do with that? But that's what I think is significant about these movies. I mean, when it came to Spider-Man: Homecoming, maybe they didn't build the world up as much as I hope they do in like the sequel. But when it comes to these specific characters that have unique worlds, that's what excites me. That's why I think, you know, Black Panther worked, and I think Aquaman is going to really work too, because we've not seen a superhero like this before. And I think, I mean, as much as people might be like, screw this movie, I think that this movie is going to do all right. I mean, you can quote me on saying this, 10 months later, we might see a whole fucking mess again. Who knows what the hell But I think with having James Wan, I don't think they're going to dick with him too much. I mean, I think Mr. Guy with the ball cap, I know he helped write the story, but I don't know how much he was like, you know, hands-on with certain things. I know he's helping with Shazam, which that's more up his speed because he likes that golly gee humor. Even though he writes dark stories, I don't understand. I don't know. It's freaking weird, but yeah. So we can get excited about this, but you know, don't get like, oh my god, it's gonna be great. You know, this is a test screening. Hopefully they don't dick with it too much. Hopefully they keep a lot of it how it is, and you know, like I said, from things I've heard, I mean, it's sounding like it's going to be something special. So we just got to wait another 10 months. Anyways, guys, just thought I'd talk about that a little bit. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. Are you excited for it now after seeing these? Are you still, let me see some footage first? Or are you just totally still checked out because it just is like, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. And, of course, visit the store for shirts and stickers. All right, guys? Talk to you later.